It's the Rule of Nerds.
And today we're talking about the latest news on the DCEU.
Here we go.
All right, so we've got so many things flying around. I think it all boils down to the whole, Ben Affleck. Is he in? Is he out? Is he directing? Is he acting news? But from there, we also have so many, it's a flurry of news items coming from the DC cinematic universe. So let's talk about them one by one.
So let's start, of course, with that flagship movie that they have, the solo standalone Batman movie. So we all know that Ben Affleck was slated to write, direct, and star in this movie. But since we've last heard of that, Ben Affleck is now out as director, and now they've been able to bring in Matt Reeves as the director for the solo Batman movie. Chico, what do you think of Ben Affleck coming out as director, leaving the project as director, and what do you think of Matt Reeves replacing him?
Well, I'm pretty sure that Ben Affleck is a great director. He's won a lot of Oscars and he's proven himself capable. I think because of the dismal flop of Live by Night, I think, and also the fan reaction to Batman versus Superman, I think his confidence was shaken. And if you're taking on Batman, the iconic role, if you're not confident about it, it's better to give it to somebody else who is like all gung-ho for it. Give somebody else a chance. And I don't know if it's true, but there was supposedly this article that came out that it finally dawned on him after BVS came out that, crap, what am I doing a solo Batman for? Nobody will be able to make a better Batman movie other than The Dark Knight. And then when it dawned on him, I'm not going to have this all on my head. I might as well get myself out of the director's chair, maybe just act in it, and so that, at least the blame will be spread out a little bit and it's not all on him. So if true, then yeah, maybe it is good to give somebody else a better chance so that it's not all just one person's idea. Directing, acting, script writing, it might not be, a good idea. So for me, this is great news.
Do you think there's any stock in the speculation that he might want out of the Batman role altogether?
I wouldn't be surprised because like we said, if those rumors were true, if he's not confident enough to be in the director's chair, who is to say that his confidence has not been shaken to play the role itself? So I don't know if he will, but I'm pretty sure it crossed his mind. What if I just get out of this while I still can?
Yeah. So they've announced a new movie for the DCEU as well, and it's related to the Batman movie. It's Nightwing, and it's set to be directed by Chris McKay, who directed the Lego Batman movie, which I know you loved. What do you think of a Nightwing movie directed by Chris McKay?
I am such a huge Nightwing fan, and I know so many people are huge Nightwing fans, and I don't know why people have stayed away from him. There's no Nightwing movie. He's never appeared in any Batman movie. Even when it comes to merchandise, the statues, you rarely see a Nightwing statue. I don't know why. So finally, if they get to have a Nightwing movie directed by an awesome director, I'm just going to be very protective of who gets to play Nightwing, because obviously if he's my favorite character, one of my favorite characters, I would be very invested in who gets to play Nightwing.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that we both agreed on the Lego Batman movie was the director had a really firm grasp on the Batman mythology, so I'm excited for that as well. Talking about who might play Nightwing, at this point it's all fan casting, it's all speculation, nothing official, but some of the names that are being floated around are, of course, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who was kind of groomed to be that at the end of the Dark Knight trilogy. You've got Steven Yeun of The Walking Dead, and you have Milo Ventimiglia, who's actually having a bit of a renaissance right now with This Is Us, and also because of the Gilmore Girls revival. I know him as not as Heroes anymore, not from Heroes anymore, but from Gilmore Girls. So who of these guys are piquing your interest in terms of the Nightwing role?
I really was a big fan of the idea that it was going to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt after The Dark Knight, but then it belongs to that set. So I don't know if they would want to bring somebody from the Christian Bale set into the Ben Affleck set. So Stephen Yeun would be interesting. I mean, why not get an Asian to play Nightwing? And I guess he fits that sort of how I envision Nightwing. Take race away from it and not to be PC about it. I'm just talking about the actor and the character. I would love to play. I mean, I would love to see Stephen Yeun play Nightwing.
Do you think also that this Nightwing movie might be kind of an emergency valve for the DCU in case Ben Affleck does leave as Batman and you have a ready-made replacement for him in his old protege?
Because comic fans know that Dick Grayson eventually takes over the Batman cowl.
Battle for the cowl.
Exactly.
Great story arc.
And I wouldn't be surprised because they already have their slate all planned out. You've got all the DC films, ready for the next couple of years. So why suddenly, in the midst of all this, do you have a surprise Nightwing movie coming out of nowhere? I wouldn't be surprised if it's there just in case. So just in case Ben Affleck decides to bolt, at least you have Dick Grayson set up to catch the whole Batman thing, just in case everything falls apart.
So staying in that Batman related area, let's talk a little bit about Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Academy Award winning Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a sequel planned, Suicide Squad 2, and apparently Warner Brothers is courting Mel Gibson to direct the sequel. What do you think of Mel Gibson as director of the Suicide Squad movie?
I super love Mel Gibson as a director. I don't think I've watched a Mel Gibson directed movie that I didn't like. And let's face it, after watching Hacksaw Ridge, it's basically Suicide Squad. You send a bunch of guys to practically a suicide mission to, catch Japanese bullets in a hopeless situation. I would love to see, because Mel is very good when it comes to characterizations. His characters are alive. You invest in them. You feel for them. And I think that's what was missing from the original Suicide Squad movie. So I would love to see somebody like Mel Gibson tackling a superhero movie.
So, the guy who directed the first Suicide Squad movie, David Ayer, his next project in the DCEU is going to be Gotham City Sirens, which is also going to star Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but also we're going to have Catwoman and we're going to have Poison Ivy in the DCEU. What do you think of a Gotham City Sirens movie, and who do you want to play Catwoman and Poison Ivy?
Super wonderful idea. I am more behind this than a solo Harley Quinn movie, which was initially the thing.
Yeah.
She was supposed to have her solo movie, but having Poison Ivy there and Catwoman there, I think that would be awesome. And there's a lot of fan talk about Megan Fox playing Poison Ivy. She's a sultry one. She's a seductress. Can anyone do a better job than Megan Fox? And there's also a lot of fan talk about wanting Emma Watson to play Catwoman. Super nice, super wholesome Emma Watson playing the dirty Selena Kyle. I think that would be awesome. I would want big names. I have nothing against newcomers being cast. I'm just thinking in terms of the marquee, to see 3 big stars portraying 3 iconic characters. That would be so awesome. So awesome.
Okay, stepping out of Gotham for a little bit, I think we were all surprised when the Justice League roster was announced, and there was one big omission there.
Yes.
Green Lantern. Now, there's going to be a Green Lantern movie coming out, but it's not going to be just Hal Jordan. It's going to be a Green Lantern Corps movie with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, and what they're describing as a lethal weapon in space. So what do you think of a Green Lantern Corps movie, and what do you think of that description?
I'm a huge fan of Green Lantern. I've always wanted a new Green Lantern movie to come out because I was so heartbroken when the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern came out, and it turned out that it really sucked. I was so heartbroken, so please do it right this time. I'm a big Hal Jordan fan. I also like Guy Gardner. So not a big Jon Stewart fan, not a big Kyle Rayner fan, but I'm like a fan of like Silver Age OG, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. So, but that said, if it's going to be core, yeah, I would love to see the thing between Hal and John, but I would also love to see the other Green Lanterns, Kilowog, and, you know, everybody else. I think that would be great.
There are some rumors that in Justice League, you might see Ben Sur to kind of set up the Green Lantern core movie. So that's something to look forward to.
That would be great. I would love to see all the famous Green Lanterns in one movie, more than just the two of them. I would love to see all of them there.
Okay, so obviously you're excited for the DCU slate. I'm excited for it. The big question is, how confident are you that Warner Brothers is gonna make these movies come out kind of like what we're envisioning in our heads?
I am standing right behind them. You know, I mean, my confidence has been shaken based on BVS and Suicide Squad. They didn't turn out exactly the way I expected them to. I was actually a bit disappointed. I was disappointed, not just a bit, but I'm not giving up because I love DC characters, and every time a DC movie is coming out, like in this case, the next one is Wonder Woman, I'm always hoping against hope that they do it right. And for me, I think they just need to do one movie right, and then they'll get the groove of it. I mean, they didn't build the Marvel Universe overnight, so hopefully they get it right because the slate looks awesome. I mean, I cannot believe that all these superhero movies are coming out. Yeah. I just wish that they do it right.
I think we'll know at the end of this year, after we've seen Wonder Woman and after we've seen Justice League, just how excited we should be for this.
I know.
So, guys, let us know what you think. Which movie are you most excited to see? Let us know in the comments.
That's right, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Rule of Nerds, and follow our social media accounts. It's The Rule of Nerds on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. As for our personal accounts, you can follow me at Chico Garcia on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And you can follow me at M_Bolante on Twitter and JM_Bolante on Instagram. Nerds out!